Hello, everyone. Greetings. It is Friday, August 1st. It's a Bandcamp Friday. I'll talk about that at the end of the video. Cheers, everyone. Sporting a t-shirt that was designed for me by Kelly, the singer from REF, who is no longer with us. Kelly's been on my mind a little bit lately, but if you happen to have one of these Soundwave t-shirts, I'm wearing a small because I couldn't find my medium. You have something very special and rare. Kelly, who designed and screened these t-shirts for me, did it without, I didn't ask for him to do it. It was a gift. He actually designed two different t-shirts for me. I really like this one, Sound Waves. I like it so much that I put out a CD called Sound Waves after the fact using this design. If you have that CD, it's a collector's item. There's only 100 of them. I'll talk about my music at the end because I would like to encourage some support for my channel here. Cheers. It's a beautiful morning. It's really it's in the 60s, 62 degrees, and the humidity finally that it's gone, thankfully for now. So yesterday, in spite of having a bad ear day, which continues today, the ringing is there, or the whooshing, or whatever you call it, I had a really good day, and did some listening in spite of work. I did music work in spite of my ears. Some days, like the day immediately following a quiet one, it's really loud, like yesterday. This morning, not so bad, but probably will get louder as the day goes. It can be a deterrent, but I worked and listened anyway. And the latest release from Fourth Dimension arrived. The timing was just perfect, really, for this to arrive in my mail yesterday. When Worlds Collide. This is a compilation from Fourth Dimension that just came out. The timing couldn't have been better. Now, I've been living here for 30 plus years, and most of the time living here, the mail comes in the afternoon. Now, all of a sudden, I'm getting my mail in the morning. So, when I went out to get the garbage after it got picked up yesterday morning, I saw the package on the front stoop on the chair where the kitty sleeps. The timing was just perfect, Richard. Yesterday I showed you the bass communion. I put it away, put out by Fourth Dimension, and I played one of the albums, and the new needle really made a difference. And so the timing of this arriving the morning I'm listening to bass communion was perfect, because this is a compilation of people who have releases on the Fourth Dimension label. This is really good. This is real good. Let me take the plastic off. There's an exclusive, I should say, bass communion track on here. But I wanted to let you know that Fourth Dimension sends me stuff to review, but I bought the Stephen Wilson. I wasn't going to miss out on that bass communion. And it is a sonic journey. It is. It's the sort of thing where it's like, start with side one. side 2 is starts off with this crackly sound where you could almost mistake it for being problems with the vinyl, but it's not. Kudos to Fourth Dimension Records. This is excellent. This is such a good compilation, and it's programmed so well that it runs like a program. One thing leads to the next seamlessly. There's only one dip in quality on the album. And I'm not going to say who. I bet you, Richard, you can guess by watching me which track it is. This is excellent. Every track on here it's almost like everyone decided to bring their A game. This is really strong. And I had to think about for a minute, am I going to hurl superlatives at this because I know the maker? No, I don't do that. I'm going to hurl superlatives because this is really good. And it appears to me that, Richard, you're just getting better at what you're doing. This includes, if I got it straight, because I know that, Richard, you talked about this, but I didn't watch the whole video, so I should probably watch the video to get the backstory. But these are exclusive tracks by Alternative TV. Like I said, Bass Communion, Scion Organ is on here. Richard's band theme is on here. Edward Caspell of legendary Pink Dots is on here. Kleistvar, or is it Kleistvar? Anyway, the least interesting track to me was the Sinestra. I just have to go ahead and put that out there. This is super strong, and I'm adding this to my best of the year list. It's that good. It really is. It's a sonic delight. There's all sorts of things going on most of the tracks with the sound, with electronics, field recordings. This is wonderful. The Scion Organ track, King Karma, is very notably good. Double album. I gotta just give also props to Scion Organ because he mastered the album, and this is awesome. This just sounds so really good pressings too. Black vinyl, really good pressings. I put it in plastic sleeves. The other thing I want to say about this is that, to me, the world is missing out on Edward Caspell. Edward Caspell is some type of, he just makes me think of like a classic literary person, you know, almost like a Lewis Carroll type. But I don't mean Lewis Carroll. I can see Edward Caspell like with a top hat. Well, I think I've seen pictures of him. He just, it's amazing that he doesn't have his own TV show. He is so inventive, descriptive in his words. His voice is so distinct. It's like he could have been like in the Harry Potter movies. I really like Edward's music, and I like him as a person. He's been a guest on my channel. Look in my interviews playlist and to see who's been guests here. I've had some cool people visit and talk. So once again, kudos to Fourth Dimension and Richard Johnson. This is a banger. For those who like adventurous listening and the new needle, it's just the timing was perfect for this. This is really good. This definitely goes on my best of the year list, in all sincerity, and this will be getting played again. Another track on here that really stood out to me was, I think it's Band of Pain, the Hyperdeldric Afterglow. This is really good. I highly recommend this for you adventurous listeners. Folks, I want to share with you some records that I played yesterday, but I want to also take a moment to promote myself. I watched Michael P. Dawson this morning, and he was talking about leaving Bandcamp. I didn't read their latest update regarding payments, so I guess I better check that. You know, if it's something to the effect that he's talking about leaving, I better check that out. Bandcamp's been good to me. I mean, they take 15%. Maybe they're going to take more now, or maybe they're going to say that you don't get paid until you get to a certain amount made, like it is with Spotify and other stuff, like with publishing. That would be sad because Bandcamp has been a boon to me. And I do want to show you what I have for sale physically, but you can also buy the music digitally. You can also listen to it. That's why I'm not going to bother to try to preview it here, because this fidelity of this camera mic isn't what I want it to be. To start with, I don't have copies. The record label in Chicago has copies of Future Still left, not very many. I made this during COVID, and really proud of this. It was mastered by, what's his name? Stefan Betsky, really good electronic artist out of Berlin. Goes by the name of Pole, P-O-L-E. You can get this through my Bandcamp site, but when you buy it, the order goes to the record label in Chicago. But that's available. I still have available on CD as well as vinyl the RAF album. The lead singer of RAF, who designed my t-shirt, I miss Kelly. But I've got black vinyl because this version is sold out. The RAF album on marble vinyl is sold out. I have just a couple CDs left, and when those were gone because, once again, that was part of what Kelly was taking care of. He had the CDs made. I was in charge of the vinyl production, getting the vinyl made. So I have vinyl of RAF No Salvation available, and I have a couple CDs available. And I'm not selling this, but I'm showing it because this is something else that I'm on recently, on the Dark Entries label. Gay Electronic Excursions, 1980-1985, Deep Entries. I was very pleased when they asked to license an old song of mine for this. I proudly align myself with LGBTQ community. I don't self-identify beyond being a human being. But this, if you see this in the shops, it's got one of my first recordings I ever put out on vinyl from the 80s is on here. This was something. It's pretty cool. Stay with me. I'm going to show you what I listen to, but I want to show you what I have available for sale. So once again, this is a compilation of music from the 90s by me, mainly, and early 2000s. The World is Burning, put out by Randy's Alternative Music in Pittsburgh. You can order this on my Bandcamp site, but when I get the orders for these, there's only about 40 of these left. The orders go directly to the record label in Pittsburgh, and they will mail it out to you, okay? I don't actually have copies for sale. Another kind of an oddity in that it's not on my Bandcamp site, but I do have copies left of my old band Digital Sex, Essence and Rarities. All the CDs are $10 plus postage. If you're interested in getting a copy of this, you just let me know in an email or in the comments here, and then we'll follow it up with an email, okay? So of the recent CDs and CDRs, I have to let you know that because some people are sticklers, although the CDRs are same quality as a Glassmaster as far as sound. People say that they degrade, but I don't have any degraded CDRs. I have CDs going all the way back to when they were first made. But anyway, the very latest of my releases is DHX, Dereck Higgins Experience. If you heard the Mike Watt show that I was on recently, he played several tracks from this on there. I have this, plenty of copies. I still have copies left of The Muse. I'm extremely proud of this music with Blake Forrest and Cubby Phillips. Even has a spine. I didn't bother with spines on these others. It was just easier to just, knock out the artwork without all that stuff. From the archives, I've been getting good feedback from this. Music from the last 10 years that I've worked on, that I just was sitting on and realized this stuff is good. Let me get it out there. From the archives, I've got this available. I've got just a few, I think less than 10 copies of this. Aspects of the Imagined. That's one of my favorite collages I've made. Don't have the original anymore. I sold it. I kind of regret selling it. But anyway, another banger. Really proud of this music. It's not BS. And this is special. This is a Glassmastered CD. Interlude. Guest appearance by Dave Newhouse on flute from the Muffins on this bad boy. I love this music. I make the music for me first, so you have to understand. I know this music is good. And lastly, Here, as in Here. I have copies of Here, another one of my lovely collages. And these are all gatefolds, except for the interlude. These are all gatefolds. There's more artwork on the inside. I get a lot of positive feedback from you folks in the comments. I regularly get comments from people who say things about that what I do here is helpful to them. Psychologically. And so I would like to encourage you all to let me know with some backing. I'm on Social Security, okay? So yeah, I'd appreciate some sales today. Bandcamp Friday, they're going to have another one next month, and I think they're going to skip November. So I'll leave it's two different Bandcamp sites, one for me and one for RAF. I'll leave the links below the video. Cheers, people. And thank you ahead of time for your support. I truly appreciate it. I really do. Now, that was the main thing I did yesterday was music work. I love it because any artist of any medium will let you know when the work absorbs you. There's nothing like it, and time disappears. Um, I absolutely love the creative process. I love it when I'm on a roll and one thing leads to another. I already have an agenda for today regarding work. Oh, and that also reminds me before I forget. So this weekend, I'm going to post audio um, only videos here of the two pieces that I've done with Otis 12. Folk Songs number 1 and 2 will be posted this weekend as official audio clips on my channel. I'll do one tomorrow and I'll do one on Sunday. That work is already available on Otis 12 Douglas's Substack, and this will be me making it available through my channel here. So that's coming up. More new music you can hear. But in spite of shitty ears, I played music yesterday and continue to marvel and revel at records that are really pressed and cut well. I want to say again, Scion, Oregon, man, you did a fantastic mastering job on the When Worlds Collide. Real noticeable. Regardless of how old the album is, you can tell when the cut is good. So, not that long ago, I picked this up. I've had it since it came out on CD, but they reissued it on vinyl, so I got it. Seal's second album. Love this album. Have a lot of personal nostalgia about Japan, about this album. The summer of '94, I worked in Japan for 2 months, writing music for television and also working as um, um, a news reporter interviewer on the streets of Tokyo. And on our drives from Kawaguchiko to Tokyo to work, I will never forget one particular moment. It was just a moment in the van. We're riding, and Fast Changes is playing off of this album by Seal. And I'm sitting in the back, and Kunyu just turns to me. And I forget his exact words, but he caught the sweetness of the moment and the way the music was a big part of it. And it was just a memorable moment of friendship, music, and just capturing a kind of a magical moment on the way to Tokyo. I love Seal. I love Seal. I showed you recently a Dereck column. Here's another one, Obey the Time. This one is where he mixes it up with electronics a little bit and some beats. This is absolutely killer. And another great recording cut record, Obey the Time by the Dereck column. Oh, there's a current artist, a brother. I just missed meeting him one time. He came to Omaha. Blood Orange is his artist type name. I forget it. Devonte Hines, I think is his name. He has a new album out, and of all people, he was able to get Dereck column. We got Vinnie Riley to play on it. There's a video clip of the song, and when Vinnie comes in, it's unmistakable. That's Vinnie Riley, and it fits the song the way that Vinnie Riley plays. It's like, oh man, I can see why Blood Orange wanted him on the track. Dereck column is some special music. Now here's a 12-inch single that was kind of just, it's exceptional. It's a 4AD, Frazier Chorus, 12-inch single of a song called Sloppy Heart. This goes back to the 90s. I have to turn the loudness on this because the bass frequencies to me, this is back before um, engineers and everyone, things are always developing. And historically, engineers have been timid with bass, and that's changed over the years. So this is still back when the production was really clear and solid and beautiful, but the low end is tame. But this is a gorgeous, all three songs on this is pop. And to me, this is something that could have been big. I mean, two of the songs are really super pop and up and light. And then the last song is a storm. It's called Storm. And it's a moody piece, the kind of thing I love. It does not sound like a Phil Spector production, but there's a, that's what I will say in reference to the sound of this and the approaches. This is like almost like a classic type of pop song. Frasier chorus. Just a couple more because I didn't play much. I worked most yesterday. I have their more artistic albums, but SPK from out of Australia, pardon me, folks, Graham Revell, who is probably better known as a soundtrack music writer, they got a big contract with Elektra Records in 1985 and put out this album called Machine Age Voodoo. You folks who know in industrial music know what I'm talking about, SPK. Their first records were really, really kind of troubling and disturbing on purpose, visually and sound-wise. There's a dated clunkiness to it, and at the same time, I just really like what they were doing with the metal, banging pipes, and using that for their percussion on top of the Oriental woman's voice. Yeah, I'll admit it. I am attracted to Oriental culture and people. I love her voice. And they had a video, Machine Age Voodoo. I love it. I really enjoyed it, and it's good cut. Last thing I played and really enjoyed, because this is an example of Steven Wilson's brilliance as an engineer and the advantage of technology today regarding record making. The Pink Floyd at Pompeii. Wow, this is wow. I mean, you look at the year of the recording, and Steven Wilson just has this absolutely, oh, this sounds so good. And a big part of it is just listening to how good the recording sounds and the pressing. It's a good performance. The movie where they played in the empty arena stadium in Pompeii, but the recording quality of this, the engineering, oh, it was just super sweet on the stereo. So it's a half hour. Boy, the time goes quick when I'm enjoying myself, and I do enjoy making these videos very much. Last thing I'll say is I'd appreciate your support, and I would also encourage you to discover my music, especially you new viewers. I have hundreds of new viewers, subscribers rather, since the Black Sabbath Ozzy tribute video. Discover me. Discover my music. Buy some. Support my channel. I refuse to do Patreon because they censor you. And I see it all the time where people are self-censoring. And it just is insane that we're censoring ourselves while we have a rapist pedophile for president. Makes no sense at all, does it? It sure doesn't. Okay, people, I'm going to get this video to uploading. I hope to get some sales from you folks. I'm going to go out and see if the kitties are out front this morning. Take care and have a wonderful day.